Hello everybody, and welcome to my 100 Demon ranking video. Today I will be ranking all 100 demons that I have beaten as I went from the Nightmare to Cataclysm within the last 9 years of playing this game. I would like to point out that there are a couple levels that take up multiple spots since they were either event levels or gauntlet levels, so technically I haven't beaten 100 different demons, but my profile says otherwise, so anyways, let's get into it. For my least favorite demon level, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm not going to wait. It is Horizon. This level fucking sucks. It is just terrible. The boss fight does not work properly. There's too many blind transitions. The hitboxes are weird. The song sucks. The decoration, even for its time, is not great. And just overall, I hate this level so much, and I never want to play it again. I get that troll levels are a thing and that, a lot of them can be good, and some of them are like memory. This one is just not fun. It's not that it's just terrible, it just wasn't fun. And most of the trolls I kept falling for, so the experience was just terrible. And overall, it's probably me just being bad, but at the same time, this level just isn't good. So, one of my 2 extreme demon completions, and by far the worst one and one of the worst levels I've ever played. It is really unbalanced. This is the only okay part, but even then the transitions are terrible. The swing copter parts, especially this one, suck. And don't forget the last part, which I somehow fluked, is way harder than the rest of the level for absolutely no reason. This level is ranked so low, mostly because of how inconsistent the gameplay is and how unbalanced everything is. And also, I died to the orb spam a total of 6 times because of a stupid bug. I usually like Dorabe's levels, especially his easy ones, but his demon levels are just not good at all. They're unbalanced, they're just not fun, the gameplay is unreadable, and really annoying. Here we got one of the most popular levels of all time, being one of the worst levels of all time. It's very repetitive gameplay, and I get it's old, but it just looks so bad. It got updated in 1.7, they could have updated the deco. Not to mention, this level is stupidly easy for no reason. My main gripe with this level is why this ship part and the UFO is so much harder than the rest of the level. It's also just not great at all. All the gameplay is repetitive and basically the exact same. Something you're going to notice real quick about this list is I hate horrible transitions and invisible portals. That ship transition is probably one of the worst transitions I've ever seen. Personally for me, I really do like the gimmick of having a ton of speed over the normal 4 times speed. But in this case, it was not done very well, as I don't like how unbalanced this is, because the beginning part is not only boring, but much easier than the fast part, so that's why I don't really like this that much. Now, I think this level has a very cool theme. However, it has something that's not really cool, and that's invisible speed portals everywhere, making the gameplay basically a memory level at this point. Although I do really like the channel sequence, so there you go. Just like the Nightmare, this level is very, very easy. However, I think it is better since, well, the gameplay is just more fun and not as repetitive. However, the gameplay is still not very fun, but it's just a little better than the Nightmare, so. Personally, I don't really like, having invisible pads in the level that just launch you wherever. And also, I just don't really like this style of gameplay. Honestly, that's mostly it. Yeah, it's the easy demon Requiem, not extreme demon. I'm never beating that level, god. This level isn't really, bad. It's mostly just because it's an old level, there's not much you can really do, so. I think for what it is, it's fine, but I personally just didn't enjoy playing it. This level is actually pretty fun up until 65 and beyond, because then it becomes, once again, unbalanced and way more difficult then. And also, it's just not as good as 65 and before. I think the level is fine up until then. I know I just said that 3 times, but I just wanted to say that because I know this level's pretty good to most people. I know the theming is pretty good in this level, but once again, the issue here is all the invisible speed changes. I understand it's kind of part of the theme of the level, but it doesn't change the fact that it's way more unfun because of that, Pretty much everyone I know who plays Geometry Dash loves this level, and I personally do not like it because the gameplay is not good. The song is what really kills it. I hate this song. And really, the deco could use some work. And also, that quad jump is not that hard, bro. Stop pretending it is. You know, I actually really don't mind the gameplay in this level outside of the creator in like, abusing invisible blocks. It's kind of annoying. But really, here, the deco really kills it. The song's also probably the worst Fat Rat song. I just don't like it that much. You know, for as old of a level this is, it honestly does not look that bad, like, at all. The song is also mid, but the thing that mostly kills it for me is the gameplay in the beginning and also from here till the end. It's a map pack level, so what's the best it's going to be? I don't know. This is going to be one of those rankings where personal experience gets in the way. I spent way too many attempts on this level because, well, the gameplay speaks for itself. Go play it and you'll understand. It can be fun. I do like the fast-paced nature of it, but I also don't like how you have to basically buffer every single orb click or else you fucking die. This is another old level that's pretty fun for it being an old level. Like, it's not that fun, but again, because of how old it is, it's not going to get that fun. I do like the deco for its time, and it's clubstep, and clubstep, like, the song is pretty good, so... Overall, not bad. It's not great, though. This is basically the better version of Time Pressure, and like by a lot. It feels kind of like a V2 of Electrodynamics while being its own thing. I didn't have the best experience with it, but I did replay it a bit. As you can see in the footage, I did replay it, and well, it was kind of fun. This level could be better, but I understand it's a pretty old level. But, you know, they actually do trolls properly here, unlike Buck Force, as well as it being inspired by X-Step, which is literally a troll level, pretty much. This is yet another level that is really old and you would expect to be bad. And, I mean, it's not great, but for it being an old level, it's pretty fun. There are a lot of parts you gotta learn because of the trolls and fakes and all that. But this is actually a level done right for it being old. That being said, the deco sucks and the song sucks, but they can't really do much about that. I think this does a great job at being a clubstep like remake level. I think it is a bit harder and a little bit more sloppy than clubstep, but I think it's pretty good for its time. But once again, it's old and doesn't look very good. It does, I guess, for its time once again, but I don't know. It's also not as fun as clubstep, but it's still pretty fun. I think this level is pretty fun and looks pretty good. I just think the gameplay is very repetitive. And once again, another personal experience thing here. This took me way longer than it should have to beat it, so that also does not help. Out of the 3 classic 9 Circles levels, I think this one is the worst. And, well, it's not bad. I just think it's not as fun as the other 2. And I did not have a great experience with it. And also, it's probably the worst song out of the 3, and just out of all the 9 Circle songs. And that's probably because I've heard it way too many times, but I don't know. This level is actually really fun, but is ruined by all the invisible portals that are in it, which makes the transitions suck. And like I said, this is going to be a theme with levels that get ruined by it. It's annoying as hell, but it happens. Honestly, I don't really hate this level at all. I think it looks really good. The gameplay is pretty good. I mean, I think the moving objects are pretty forced, just because I think they just wanted to use moving objects for some reason. But other than that, it's not that bad. You know, this level is not bad. I actually like the gameplay, outside of it being repetitive as hell. I think it looks good, and I like Xenthic's levels, but I do not like the constant just speed forward, speed back, speed forward, just constantly. I know it's the theme, but it's really repetitive. At least the speed portals aren't invisible, though. The gameplay in this level is actually pretty unique for an old level. I just think some of the portal transitions aren't great, and the deco, I mean, I've seen better, like, deco in 1.6 before. You know, fun fact about this level is I actually beat it in 2 attempts. And that's probably because, I mean, I beat the basic version of this level before the difficult, but, you know, still. I do think this level is like 90,000 times better than Doorway Difficult 2, so there's that. I think this level is unbalanced. I do think the decoration and the song are amazing. The song especially, I love the song so much. But yeah, the gameplay could use some work, and some of the portal transitions, you have to enter the portal a certain way or else you die, and it's really annoying. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and rapid fire through a few things because, well, all these levels I really don't have anything to talk about, so I'm just going to rapid fire through them. Starting with Insane Club, Theory of Everything V2, Electroman Adventures V2, ABCDEF 9 Circles 7, Super Cycles. Small break from the speedrun to talk about I Spy with My Little Eye. This level is actually pretty good in terms of decoration and stuff. I just personally don't really like the gameplay that much because, like, in the slow part with all the like slopes and stuff, the hitboxes are weird. The boss fight just sometimes, like, I feel like the hitbox, like, all the hitboxes in this level is what kills it for me. Traction, Blue Hell, What Is It, Insomnia, Impact X, Freedom, Error, Randering, Cybersphere, Flower Crown, and I Made This for Fun. Alright, now let's go back to ranking. The main thing I love about Shiver is the theme of it. It is very much, it gets off the point that it's a cold level, you're lost, or something like that. It's just a really cool looking level. The gameplay could use some work, and the song is a bit repetitive, but, dude, the decoration's more than enough for me. I actually really love the decoration in this level, and I think it's a very creative level, but it's, you know, the funny skeleton level, you know. The gameplay is not good, I'm just going to tell you that now, but the decoration is, oh my god, it's so good. I do like this level. I don't really like this song very much, and the decorations, you know, it's a circles level, whatever. My main issue with it is the beginning of the level. Just, it was not fun, and still isn't very fun. For some reason, this level just, like, reminds me of Accu, probably because of the decoration. I thought it was pretty fun. The experience wasn't great, but that was mostly because I was being bad, but I do really like how the level looks as well, and the music's fine. I still love the reason why this level was even made at all, after people kept complaining that, like, oh, Geometry Dash isn't Geometry Dash anymore, you know, what happened to it being a cube game. And then, you know, Traxxas made this level, which is a masterpiece, by the way. I don't care if the decoration isn't good, because there is none. The gameplay is fun, and the song is good, but yeah, the deco kind of kills it. My really only issue with this level is the beginning, because of the, like, 8-second intro for, like, no reason. The rest of the level is pretty good. I mean, the ending is, the decoration is very questionable, but that's it. Like, the gameplay is pretty good. I think this level is way, way too easy. The drop is probably the easiest part of the level. The beginning is pretty easy, and the coin route is also really easy, and that's the main reason why I have an issue with it. The decoration's pretty good, at least. My only issues with this level is the dual wave being harder than the rest of the level, and the ending having a bunch of, like, moving platforms that appear out of thin air. I really like the 100-person collabs, but my main issue with this level is all the weird hitboxes, especially the last one. Oh my god, that one's terrible. I absolutely love the high energy of this level, like, so much, and the decoration fits it so well. But once again, all the moving objects towards the, like, last drop part is so annoying, makes the gameplay so unreadable. You know, this level is very fun, I'll give it that. I think the gameplay is pretty good. I will say, though, it's pretty inconsistent, and there are some transitions, like that ship transition, that are kind of annoying, but that's about it. This level is literally just a more ugly version of Club Step, and Club Step is pretty fun. My main issue is one thing that's not going to be with any other level, and that's because I've played this level so many times. It's just gotten so boring. But that being said, it's still a great level. This might go down as the dumbest level in Geometry Dash history. And that's all I'm going to say. Pretty fun circles level. I think it's very, very easy if you want to beat a circles level but want to also beat a demon. I'd probably recommend this. It's really easy, pretty fun, and it's pretty straightforward. The best pre-1.9 level, I think, in my opinion. This is better than normal X-Step because you can actually, like, predict the trolls. And, like, the way levels should work is it should be your fault. It should be the level's fault. It should feel like the level's fault that you died. It should feel like it's like, oh, I can get better next time. It shouldn't be stupid with, like, moving objects. And even though they didn't have any back then, this is a great example on how to do things. The literal only reason why this isn't higher up is because of this ship right there. It is so much harder than the rest of the level for, like, absolutely no reason. But regardless, it's still a great level, and that's why it's still placed pretty high. This is such a unique level. Very, very, very fun. The only reason why it's not as high is because of the ship part and the UFO part after, kind of being a little unreadable, but that's, again, probably just me being bad. Bloodbath Z does a very good job at being a Bloodbath remake and easier version of it. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, one issue is that it's very unbalanced. Like, the Michigan-inspired part is much harder than the rest of the level, but I guess it's meant to be a tribute to the actual Bloodbath because it's the same way there. This level is basically just slightly above average, in my opinion. It was fun, but after replaying it here in the clip, it was not as fun. That's about it. Another 100-person collab, this time by Vortrox, and I am in love with that Mario-themed one. It's really cool. I do like it. It's got the same issue as Ship, though, where some of the hitboxes are but overall it's pretty good. I do really love the drop in this level, and that's also when the song gets good, because before it just doesn't sound very good, at all. But I'm in love with the decorative style of blue and purple. It's like my favorite color combo ever. Super fun level. I just wish the transitions were a little bit better, but either way, you really just have to hold down before the transition, so as long as you practice, you should be fine. This has the same energy as Darkest Drop without having all the stupid moving objects everywhere. One issue is the dual part has some weird transitions, but even then they aren't that bad. While I think this 9 Circles level has the best gameplay overall, I had a very not good experience. This level took me 1,800 attempts, which should not happen, because this is not that hard of a level. Regardless, it's still a great level, and I'm glad I played it. My 100th demon and current hardest. I honestly didn't have a bad experience. It mostly just took, forever. Even though I said I was going to go for it, and then I beat it in, 24 hours. I had been playing this level for probably 3 or 4 weeks, which is a long time for any level of mine. This is by far the best of the 3 classic demons, and honestly, it is just so fun. It's one of the 2 levels that Trevor will not be, which is my friend who will not be clubstep or deadlocked for some reason, but it's so fun, and the moving objects don't even feel that unfair outside of the memory part, but you can learn that in 5 seconds. The only platformer level on this list, and oh my god, it's so good. I absolutely love Celeste so much, and seeing a level based off of it is just amazing. It's honestly, it's the perfect difficulty too. I love it so much. However, I don't usually like platformer levels that much, and just the whole style of platformer isn't great, but they did a pretty good job. A really good 1.9 styled level, and the gameplay is actually really difficult, but super fun, outside of the ball part having just some invisible memory, the part just disappear. I don't know. But outside of that, this whole level is just really good. The literal one thing I don't like about this level is the pre-drop being as boring as it is. Everything else about this is really good. I guess the gameplay could be more readable, but it's so fun. Ah yes, the Congregation remake that's way easier and has nothing to do with Congregation outside of some of the block design. Yeah. This level's really fun, and way better than Congregation, because Congregation's way too hard, so I really love this level. I almost said game for some reason. I mean, I guess that's true too. Basically just a better version of Paracosm Circles, and that's by a lot actually. The gameplay is pretty fun, outside of sometimes just waiting on the ceiling or ground randomly with the wave, kind of like in this part, you're just kind of waiting. That's really the only bad part. The level that blinds people. The level is pretty fun outside of one part that the camera changes weirdly. It's pretty easy for an easy demon, but the only issue is all of the flashing lights, and that's why it's not higher on the list. This level is so fun. Even the pre-drop is really fun. The gameplay is mostly manageable, you can see what you're about to do. My only issue is the asymmetrical duel being kind of weird at times, but I mean, that's again probably just me being bad. A fantastic level. I pretty much didn't have any parts I didn't like outside the UFO through this wave, and while that may seem like a lot, the other parts make up for it so much, because the other parts are so fun while still being really difficult. Absolutely phenomenal level. For those who don't know, I fluked this level from 34%, and I still think it's a great level. Even if I didn't get to experience most of it, it is so satisfying, especially that first wave being the hardest part was so satisfying to get past, and just the whole level, especially for a 2.0 level, looks pretty good. The gameplay in this level is so fun. The only issues is the fact that the beginning of the wave is so much harder than the rest of the level. And also, I died at 95, which kind of sucked. But either way, this level is phenomenal, especially for a 9 circles level. Alright, now we're getting to the top 10. This is the absolute best of the best out of all the 100 demons I have beaten so far. Let's get into it. This level is just amazing. I love the fast-paced nature of it, and the pre-drop, while a little boring, is still interesting. This whole level is just amazing, and again, for 2.0, it looks really good. By far the best of the 3 OG 9 circles levels, and, well, the gameplay speaks for itself. I do think Jawbreaker gameplay is better, but I at least had a better experience with this, and this gameplay is not like bad or anything. And I do really like the colors used here, so yeah, there you go. Probably the best looking level on this list, and well, I think the gameplay is mostly good. The dual part could use some work, but other than that, the gameplay is great, the song is great, and the deco is phenomenal. The creators of this level did a really good job at making the pre-drop not boring compared to the rest of the level, and oh my, the rest of the level. The duels are so fun. A little hard to learn, but very, very fun. And the level just looks really nice, too. So, there's that. By far the best looking 1.9 level in the entire game. It's also super fun. There's like 2 parts that aren't good, which are like the... I don't even know how to describe them. I'm not going to describe them. But, oh my god, this level is so good, bro. There's literally one reason why this is not in the top 3, and that is because of my terrible experience with this level. I died at 99 a whopping 3 times, and beat it once and was not recording. This is actually the hardest level I've beaten on 60 Hz, and just to let me know, yeah, 60 Hz sucks. But this level is great. I absolutely love it, and even though it's a really long level, I do not care. It's a great level. The best 9 circles level on this list, and it's for a multitude of reasons. First of all, for a 9 circles level, it looks really good. And, well, the gameplay is amazing. And probably my favorite part is the song. It's none of that ruckus stuff, and I love ruckus, but the song is so good in this level. The only part that I somewhat don't like as much as the rest is the first cube, and that is it. Everything else about this level is fantastic. Decode has literally no reason to be this high on this list, but playing it is so fun, and I don't know why. It's just so fun. I love it so much. I love the gameplay so much. And the deco for 1.9, which by the way, this is the best 1.9 level in the game in my opinion, it is so good. The song is the one part that I'm like, okay, but the song does fit the level, so that's good. No other level has the storytelling of Lonely Travel. It is such a great level, but the storytelling is what sells it to me. The music fits the level perfectly. The decoration, mind you, a 2.0 level, you know, the age of Geometry Dash where all levels look the exact same. No other level did this. I don't care of how long it is, like everyone likes to complain about with all the travel levels. That's the whole point of them. It tells a story. No other level does it like Lonely Travel. It goes from being black and white the entire way to sunlight coming in, and then all of a sudden now you're in this land of full light and color. It's just phenomenal storytelling. And Funny Game did an amazing job on this. Absolutely the best level in the entire game. Everything I said about Lonely Travel can be applied here, but better. The difficulty is perfect. The storytelling is perfect. The gameplay is perfect. The decoration is perfect, especially, again, for an early 2.1 level, which, you know, if you know anything about that, it was terrible decoration at the time. But Jonathan GD he had to cook, bro. This is such a great level. I love every part of it, except for like 2 parts, which takes up like 1% of the level. It's such an amazing level. I love it so much, and I did not have a terrible experience with it at all. And hell, I even fluked it, because I practiced it so much, and I don't care if I fluked it. I got to experience the level, and that's all that matters. And that is the end of my ranking all 100 demons. It took a very long time to edit and think of all the rankings, but I'm so glad I did it. And I just want to reiterate how good Dark Travel is. And I doubt any creators are going to watch this, but if so, just know that no hate towards your levels, except for you, Sari. I hate Red World so much.